Welcome to The Streak. I am your host, Tim McDonough, joined by former Defiance baseball coach Tom Held and current Defiance baseball coach Rick Weaver. We are doing this limited podcast to talk about the Western Buckeye League baseball streak from Defiance Baseball that lasted 8 years and spanned 72 games. We are happy to come together and talk about this. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have people come on from those different teams. We're going to try to get some coaches, some other people who were involved in all of this. And guys, what do you guys think about us getting together to talk about 72 games in a row in the Western Buckeye League?
Well, Tim, I tell you what, I thought it was a great idea when you came up with this idea, as we were kind of discussing, and the podcast idea came around, and Coach Weave said, "Let's run with it," and here we are.
Well, it's crazy to think that that year in 2006, when this started, that you guys lost in late April, and then in 2014 you didn't lose again. We're going to talk about all of those games in between. We're going to go season by season starting in 2006, and I'm really looking forward to it. As the guy who, at the time I was working at the Crescent-News, I was covering most of those games. Uh, I covered I wish I knew how many exactly of the streak that I covered. I could probably find that out and maybe we can discuss that on the next podcast. But man, there were some close calls. There were some comebacks. There were games where you guys just showed up and it was over before that first pitch. I mean, uh, when you guys think about it, I mean, what did it mean to you guys as it kept going? Did you think 70? I mean, I can't imagine you would think, oh, we're going to win 72 in a row.
No, I don't think we ever thought that. And I don't even remember when we started talking about how many. I know we never really brought it up around the kids, but Coach Held and I would talk about it. But I want to say maybe not until the 40s, when we even started talking like, hey, can you believe we've won, this many in a row? And what's the other thing that's crazy is you talked about spanning 8 years. So when it started, my oldest son would have probably been 8, and when it ended, he was a junior and 17 and on the team. So I mean, that's crazy to think about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, go ahead, Con. Go ahead.
I mean, just piggyback on that. There were a lot of players, a lot of different coaches, assistants, a lot of people involved in that. I mean, the funny part about it is uh, none of those teams won a state championship, but all those teams, including the teams before them, were a major contribution to winning those state championships of everything they had got done and what they did with the program. And you can go all the way back to 1980 when Greg Instman took over, and really he's the man who turned this program around, and he built the foundation. And then Rick and I were just fortunate to be able to try to carry it on for the next few years.
I know we've talked about this in the past, but I think it's fascinating. Of the three of us, only one of us is a Defiance High School graduate, and that's me. You know,
What
which
do you
which
mean?
is
I didn't
hilarious.
like Defiance when I was in high school.
That's what I'm saying. Tom, you graduated from Eden. Rick, obviously Brian. Brian and Defiance. Those games. But the two of you coming here, joining forces, and then doing that and winning all those games. Uh, it's crazy to think that when Booster Field, I'm sitting right behind home plate. You guys are down the baselines, and you guys are just going out there and winning baseball games. It had to be fun to come to Defiance and really help elevate the program when it was already at a high level.
Well, we were both at Bryan in the '90s, so
Yeah,
Rick and I have been together since '91. And so if you'd have told us when Rick was a player from '91 to '93 in Bryan, and then he was our Acme coach through his college years, and then to think that we would be on the in the other dugout because Defiance Bryan has been a rival for many many years,
yeah.
and it's kind of the fun part is we talk. All these guys are now our friends that we were coaching against all those players in the '90s that we coached against. We have some good stories. There's some fun with that.
I think what also is fun is when the streak started. I mean, you guys came into that '06 season when the year that the streak started. You were 30-2 the year before. Obviously, John Neese, Gatorade Player of the Year, all of that, just missed going to state. And then you had four seniors coming back, and you guys lose right out of the gate. Your first WBL game, we'll get into, there was a streak there as well. Uh, it just, and then the next thing you know, that group laid the foundation for what was to come. Uh, like I said, only four seniors. That's a testament to those guys too.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Tim. And we won't get into the specifics because that's what the show's about for '06, talking about that '06 team with
Yeah.
only four seniors and following that 30-2 team that got to the regional finals in '05, who we went into that regional final game with John Neese for 7 innings and thought that was going to be our time to get back to Columbus. And it didn't work out that way. But that '06 group is really special, that group of seniors.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking about these years from year to year, bringing in the guys from those different teams. Hopefully, a coach or two. Hopefully, some other people that were around the program, and just kind of get their perspective and just share a little fun with everybody.
Yeah, I think it's just been fun the last week of just all the articles that Coach Held sent our way. Just things you forget. I mean, obviously, uh, Coach Held and I reminisce quite a bit, but as old as we're getting, we forget. We're forgetting a lot more than we remember. So it's been kind of cool just this last week seeing those old articles. Like, oh my gosh, I don't remember that game. I remember this one. I mean, it's been kind of cool, I mean, obviously for me, this is my 27th year, and to actually sit back and kind of look back of what those kids did has been neat.
He
Yeah,
has. I have to admit that, Tim, that Rick has really slipped over the years because he's the guy for many, many years. I say, hey, what happened in this game? And he could tell me pitch by pitch and who got what hit. And, he got old. I don't know what his problem is. He's gotten old. He can't remember anything anymore.
He ain't lying.
Hey, thank
I
God you
can't
have all
walk
those articles.
anymore. I can't remember anymore. Rough life.
So this is going to be great. Yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah.
hopefully the
I think I remember. Yeah,
I don't even
yeah.
remember what we're doing on this podcast right now.
maybe we'll have
Yeah,
10 viewers and maybe some will have some questions for us it'll refresh our memory when we're
That's the
talking
only
about
way.
well,
Without a
that'll
doubt.
be the
That's why
fun
we need to
thing.
get the players on.
Yeah.
They'll remember it all.
We'll ask our viewers for questions at the end of each episode, and then we'll address those on the next episode. And yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of laughs and a lot of good memories when those start rolling in. Hopefully, we get this out there to people and they enjoy it as much as I think we're going to.
Well, even if they don't enjoy it, I know Tom and I are going to enjoy this, so it's well worth it.
Hey, Tom, thank you for saving all those articles, by the way. I don't
well,
I wrote a lot of those and I don't have any of them.
well
So that's great.
my wife made fun of me and my kids made fun of me for cutting these darn articles out and put them in a scrapbook. They finally came. There was a reason for them, I guess. It became a podcast in 2025. All right, we start a podcast.
Saw the future.
Hopefully, the podcast doesn't last as long as the streak, because I imagine we may put a few viewers asleep if it lasts that long. So,
Could you imagine if we did just one game per podcast? Oh my gosh, the people would be tuning out after three. Well, guys, we'll get this thing kicked off here soon. We'll let everyone know how to find it, and we'll put this out on YouTube, and we'll see what happens.
I'm
thanks
looking
a lot,
forward to
Tim.
it.
Yep,
Absolutely.
thanks, guys.